Welcome back to Pop Pop Fishing. I'm Scott. This episode I want to talk to you about crankbaits. Crankbaits, for years and years and years I've had crankbaits in my tackle box, but I've never been very confident with them. So I wouldn't get them out all that often. I'd catch a few here and there, just wasn't a big fan. And then I been watching a lot of YouTube fishing, of course, and trying to learn as much as I possibly can about bass fishing. And I subscribe to a guy named Alex Rudd Fishing. He's a full-time kayak fisherman. He has a real nice aluminum boat that he goes out to too. Does a lot of kayak tournaments, and he even makes some of his own soft plastics and terminal tackle. And just he's really enjoyable to watch, and he's very informative. Kind of teaches you and lets you know what he knows about bass and the way they think and how they operate in the water, and it makes it easier to catch fish. Honestly, the more you learn about it, the better off you are. So he had a video, and he had what Berkley is the money badger. Now this one, it happens to be the red crawlers, all kinds of colors that I use, but I watched him catch 20 fish. He was not editing it. Every time he threw in, he caught a fish on it. So he is a very big supporter of this Berkley money badger. This one, I believe, is the 6.75. There's also one just a hair smaller called the 6.25. And then there's even a smaller one that my buddy Jeff uses because he uses a lot of spinning reels. He's just not comfortable with bait casters, and he's trying to get that way, but it feels better with spinning reels. So he uses a smaller one, does a little bit better, and he catches them too. Here in a minute, after I explain these crankbaits, you'll be seeing highlights of what we've been catching on money badgers and on crankbaits in general, but specifically money badgers. There was a span in May. It was 3 days that I was off, and I fished one day with Jeff, then one day by myself, and then one day with Jeff again. In those 3 days, we caught a total of 68 bass. Unbelievable on Wiley. I just felt like it was the best day I think I've ever had on Wiley, best week. And I don't think there was only a handful of bites that didn't come off the money badger. That color and this color here, which I believe is the fire tiger green, and then the shad colors. There's two different ones. There's like a sexy shad, I believe, and then it's FX shad. Unbelievable. The thing I like about these money badgers that I think are a little bit different than some is the way this build is rounded here, and the way it acts like balsam wood, so to speak, because it drops when you throw it in the water. It don't sit like, say, a square bill, just sit straight up until you start reeling. This one will slowly slink just a little bit. It won't go too far, but just a little bit. And I think that's really cool because when you go and pull on it and goes down and it hits something, the other thing I like about it, very rarely gets hung up too bad because it bounces off things and does a strange little movement. And I think that gets a real good reaction bite. Really believe that makes a big difference. Also, I feel like sometimes I can hit something and then trying to keep it from not getting hung up, just stop for a minute and it just kind of floats there for a minute. And I think that kind of, it's like, what is this? The bass are going. But then I'll pull it again and then it'll pop it. But really has had a good experience with these money badgers. Now, having said that, this is a Berkley Digger, which is a little bit deeper diving bait. It has caught me a few fish also, some sizable fish. The thing I like about this versus this is I'm still real comfortable with being in real shallow water up to maybe 8-10 feet. When it comes to the deeper waters, I'm still not confident because I'm not confident with what I'm seeing on the fish finder to tell if I'm getting into the right spots. Am I seeing the right kind of fish? All that. I'm still trying to learn. If you got any tips for me, please put them in the comments for that. But the digger. And here's an off-brand a little bit deeper that I've caught a few off of. Out of luck of trying to learn offshore fishing, but I have caught some on that. This one here that I ran into this is an off-brand also, I believe. No, this is a Rapala. Yeah, Rapala. It dives down into, it's just a 10-footer. But I ran into them feeding like crazy one morning, and I threw this booger right here in here, and I must have caught 4 or 5 off this one. So the crankbaits, I think it's a wonderful thing. So try the Money Badger. And believe me, I'm not getting any kind of sponsorship from any of these. I'm just a novice fisherman. I'm not getting any kind of sponsorship. I'm just telling you what I do. And following this talk here, then you're going to see highlights, and mainly it's going to be on that mid-May. There's a couple others, but most of it's coming from those 68 bass that I talked about. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. I hope you'll like and subscribe. I'm really enjoying doing these, and I hope y'all are enjoying it. And please give me comments, positive, negative. You know, I can take it. All right. I hope you enjoy the highlights. Thanks.
Oh, we got a nice one. Ooh, there was one following him too. Yes, sir.
God didn't even know he had it feed.
No, man, it felt like I thought I got hung. Money Badger, little money. I thought I got hung. Sure as the world. God darn it. Let's see. Oh.
Belly on that thing.
Whew, what a monster. Look at that belly on that thing. About to blow. There he goes. Another one. Alrighty. Money Badger. Can't beat it. Alright, we got you in the gills. That ain't good. It's nice fish. Alright. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a good one. That's a good one right there. Ooh, he's still spawning. Look there. He's making beds like crazy. Ooh. God, don't jump now. Please don't jump now. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, shoot. Am I hurting you? God, I hope I didn't hurt you. All right, my friend. Got a good picture of you. Get down. Don't you do it. Yes. Come on there, big boy. Ooh, you got a fight to you, ain't you? God, you're heavy. Whoa. God. Stop. Lord, he's on the side too. It's a wonder I didn't lose him. He just barely hooked. There you go.
Got you aside.
That's a slab there, babe. Let's see what she weighs. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Talking to my audience here. That's a 248 maybe. 253. It keeps bouncing around. We call it 249. All right. Nice healthy looking fish, I can tell you that. That's one thing for sure. They're healthy. Ooh. What we got here? Okay. Oh, you foul hooked. That's what was wrong. Foul hooked. Oop. Penalty. It's a nice one though. Fatty. I believe she's a largie. Yep. It's a largie, I believe. All right. Ooh. Man, these things are feisty to be as size they are. Man, look at that. You stop, I'll get you off there, bud. Oh, don't you do that. Don't you do that. It's another good one. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, buddy, I don't think I can get that. Well, I might be able to. Yeah, we did. All right, my friend. That's what we're looking at. Nice. Very nice.